get some runs under his belt. Teleport, well, he hasn't shown his class yet. He hasn't come to the party. Good striker off the ball. Just need a good start. No two ways about it. Anwar Ali high on confidence. Got that massive six that got Quetta Gladiators over the line last night in that very, very close affair. And this is probably a must-win game for Lahore Qalandars. And with me, a former director got out at the right time.
What do you mean, Bazit? Would you like to take it back? Lahore Qalandars, well, I think they're in a tough corner because Chris Gale is not available. And so that's got to hit them hard, even though he had not really lit the field with his breathtaking woodwork, but Chris Gale definitely has a presence.
Starts off with a wide and all the more pressure on Azhar Ali. He's going to lead the side. He's going to bat, open the innings. Joel Wilson, he's done a fantastic job so far. And welcome to the PSL. Aleem Dar is here. Play and a miss.
When you've not been able to set a template for your side, then you become anxious, then you do not have a script to follow, and that shot typifies the mindset of Qalandars, because he was going nowhere with this shot. Yeah, not getting behind the line of that delivery, and Anwar Ali is not that difficult really to cope with. So they need to start well here, Qalandars. Get a sound footing into this contest. They've gone for the appeal. It's pitching outside the off stump. Joel Wilson reading it and straight away saying not out.
They're chalk and cheese, these two sides. And it's showing the first three balls. A little bit of inside edge. Anwar Ali riding high. Full of confidence. Hit a six that won them the game last night. And again, on the money straight away. Whereas Lahore Qalandars, they need something. Some individual brilliance maybe. Cool decision by Joe Wilson. Again, just a little bit of seam back into Azhar Ali.
I think the cutters will work on this pitch. And Anwar Ali, even though he's not quick, but he's got a lot of variation. Right, he's lunging forward, but he's not getting to the pitch of the ball. And that was the leg before appeal that was turned down. But batting could be a little bit difficult at this stage against the new ball. And batting first generally has been a kind of a problem for the batting side.
Down the wicket, hits it well, and maximum. Fantastic response from Azhar Ali.
I think that's a better option because you get to the pitch of the ball quite easily, and against a medium pacer, I think it's a 100% guaranteed result that you'll get, because he's not going to threaten you with a short pitch ball. So you can come down and be aggressive against him. And that really was muscle. That really was a very brave shot, because he had an uneasy beginning to his innings so far. And then whack, over long on for a big six.
A leading edge this time. Again, that little bit of shimmy down the wicket, but Anwar Ali getting the ball just to straighten on him.
There's got to be pressure on Qalandars' captain, yeah. Just trying to put him off his line and length. Nothing more than that little shimmy or coming out of the crease, looking to dominate him and then stopping himself. All right, you can be part of the Karor catch. catch one and be part of the action.
Cuts it down to third man, but it'll only be one. So a good beginning for the Qalandars, 8 off the first. Match 8, Lahore Qalandars versus Quetta Gladiators. First over cost 8, and it looks like it's going to be spin.
A bit of off spin in the shape of Nabi, and I think it's a good move because this pitch would have been watered. This is a night session game, so the ball may just grip.
Straight away the sweep shot, and just a single. Bit of a risk, but square leg was up.
Yeah, I think you've got to decide pretty early when you're out there at the crease against an off spinner, and with the kind of feel that Nabi has got on the leg side, 2 men in blocking a single, whether to play along the ground or go over the infield. And I think you're better off hitting the ball in the air, because an indecision can work against you, and we've seen plenty to fall when they've tried to hit the ball along the ground and they've been caught by an inner ring fielder. Right then, for Pakistan viewers, if you're not getting your cable, if the television is not working, if you're good at web browsing, there's a facility available for you.
Slowed it up and a little bit of spin. Gets an inside edge.
And for world streaming, cricketgateway.com. International viewers can watch HBL PSL live on cricketgateway.com. This will be a good learning curve for Mohammad Nabi, because for his side, he comes in when the slog is on. And on those perfect pitches, he's got a role which is a little defensive. But here he can be attacking, the ball is gripping and turning, and he's bowling with the new ball. So it'd be good for Nabi really to excite everyone with his expansion of his bowling range. It's 12 without a wicket.
So after the off spinner, it's the left arm spinner, Zulfikar Babar. Third over, and it's the third bowler on show. Zulfikar Babar likes bowling with the new ball.
And I think it's another sagacious move, because Sarfraz is turning out to be a good captain with his with these changes, because he knows that Azhar Ali is not a naturally gifted player when it comes to playing spin, and the left-hander, Cameron Delport, obviously would be more keen to play against pace than spin. So another good move.
Zulfikar loves bowling to the right-handers. Watch out for that arm ball. Azhar Ali will know all about him. Yeah, just watching out for that one that comes back into him. You have seen him do this to lots of opposition, so Azhar Ali will know how Zulfikar operates. Off the back foot, a little short in length, and a beautiful shot by Azhar Ali through mid-wicket for a boundary.
Yeah, shorter in length, and the ball was not spinning, and Azhar Ali's balance was flawless. Just going back and hitting it so sweetly and smoothly past the man at mid-on. Threatening to come down the pitch and drive him, and then going back using the crease, and the balance was really, really good.
Yeah, that's the length. Sarfraz wants that length. Just floating it up a little bit more. But it's very important for the Qalandars to have a start where they do not lose wickets early. Yes, you need the runs, but once you lose a couple of wickets early in the piece, it's always just pegs you back 4 or 5 overs.
Ambitious. Obviously didn't work, and I think the real challenge for Gladiators is to make sure that they keep up the good work and the winning spree. Can be difficult to be consistent in this format, and they've been very consistent. Good single, very good running between the wickets. The fielder was pushed back just a little bit because it was the last ball of the over, and they took advantage of that field. 19 without a wicket.
"19 without loss," and without loss is the key. As Anwar Ali brought back into the attack, bowled the first over, and now is bowling the fourth from this end. Cameron Delport on strike. He liked the pace on the ball. Maybe this is the over he'll make his move. But very straight. Anwar Ali has done well in this tournament. He's bowled straight.
He still looks a little circumspect, the batsman. Anwar Ali, 4 wickets in 4. Not bad at all. The economy is very impressive. And you then look at his batting performance. And so he's a very good all-rounder. But looking at the batsman, I think there's this general feeling developing amongst the crew, the batting crew, that this pitch is not feasible for big strikes and big shot making, so you've got to dig in, grind your way through. That one keeping just a wee bit low. It was a slow one from Anwar Ali. And so that's why they've been in that cage mentality where they're not really gone out there expressing themselves. Very keen to occupy the crease, and they've been rather circumspect. I'm looking at somebody like Cameron Delport, who's got this tremendous reputation to hit the ball hard, but he's struggled so far. 5 from 10. Some not so great deliveries have not been put away. Like that, I mean, that was a playable ball, but there was no footwork. He's once again gone down, having a look at the pitch, looking at it suspiciously. I think they've got to get over it, and I think somebody's got to lead the charge. Because the good ones have looked good. KP, for example, Shakib Al Hassan, Luke Wright, Ahmad Shahzad in last game played beautifully. So it's not that you can not manage affairs, but it's just that this feeling is growing increasingly in the camp that things are not great for batting.
And all that. He's got 4 dot balls, Anwar Ali. Using the slow one to good effect too. And suddenly the pressure shifts on the Qalandars. First 3 overs looked all right, but now with 4 dot balls, something has to give. Quick single to get off strike, but 5 balls and just the 1 scored. It's a good over for Quetta.
I think they allowed them that single because with 2 balls to go, KP got himself back coming from outside the ring. But if you want to look at a rosy picture, if there's any for Qalandars, the only good thing so far about this innings is that they haven't lost a wicket.
Third man comes up. Long on, in place. Fantastic Yorker. That's a brilliant over. Just 1 off. So after 4, it's 20 without loss. So it's going to be the 3rd spinner on show. Mohammad Nawaz, he's had an absolutely brilliant HBL PSL. Leading wicket taker. And he's bowled with a lot of control and intelligence. Probably the performer of this PSL. Tries to get him away, but straight away is very, very close to that stump.
So many things to like about him is his temperament, the way he bowls with a new ball and drops to a great line and length straight away. Doesn't give you the impression that he's a rookie, that he's just starting over.
Comes down the wicket, a good hit, straight back over. Delport just using his feet to good effect.
Yeah, it's a good one. Everything so right about that drive, the footwork, the execution, the balance. Yeah, pushing himself into that drive and finding the gap. The ball not spinning a lot. Yeah, got to the pitch, and that was why it was such a good shot.
Missed out that time. Floated up on the off stump. Chris Gale not playing today. Where are you, Chris Gale? Where you at? Well, a single off the back foot. That's what is needed. Just being able to get off strike.
I think Nawaz doesn't have to do a lot of things because he's in good wicket-taking form. All he has to do is to repeat what he has been doing so far, just dropping the ball in one area and not look for varieties. Just do the basics well. That's why it's been such a big success. We haven't seen him to experiment a great deal. He doesn't use the crease much. He just balls from one area, goes wider of the stumps. Oh, almost a wicket. That is slashed hard, and it's a new ball that'll find the fence. But creating a chance once again and almost holding out at point, the striker, it was Azhar Ali.
Made room and just managed to get it over point. Nobody in the deep in the power play, so Azhar Ali deciding he has to take the left armour on. Couple of boundaries off that over. The fifth, 29 without loss.
That's a reasonable start, this, for the Lahore Qalandars. No Chris Gale in the side tonight. Oh, he's missed it. Keeper's missed that. It's gone for 4. Keep an eye on the umpire. Oh, it's runs. It's runs. It's not buys. So the keeper, Sarfraz, can thank his lucky stars. Inside edge.
This could be a little defining moment right here. It wasn't a big deflection. Had it just knocked him on the pad, it would have been an easy stumping. They've got out of jail. Maybe they'll take it on from here. It's a poor shot. It's really... the choice of the shot is poor. There's no... the percentages are poor.
I just think if he works a few things out, Cameron Delport, he could be in for the long haul. But he gets a little impetuous with his thinking. Yeah, nurdle it around, get a couple of little singles here and there. When the bad ball comes, then lash into it. Quetta Gladiators winning the toss, bowling first. It's the same pitch that we've had for 4 days, but it has had a little drop of water from the ground staff, so it's had a good rolling from the heavy rollers. So we are expecting the pitch, like an errant child, just to behave itself, having been talked to for 4 days. This is the 5th. Oh, that was a tough one. Kept low. Yes, he was out of his ground. Tough for the keeper to take. Sarfraz talks away under that visor.
I'm wondering if he didn't go to bottom edge here. No, he didn't. If he didn't, well, that's a shocker. He's pulling his hair out. What more must he do? I'll bowl him.
End of the overs, 34 for no wicket. Well, smiles in the Lahore dugout, and not surprising, they're 34 for no wicket. Here's Zulfikar. Oh, Cameron Delport with a reverse sweep. Oh, he's hit that well. He has hit that very well for 4.
Oi, 4, another one. Lovely, lovely, powerful shot. It was the right place to play the shot. Now, he's got the boundary early on. We spoke about it last over. Cameron, just knock it around, get off strike, get the next man to give it a rock. You can get 8, 9, 10 and over without really putting yourself under pressure.
Yes, and very steadily they built up a nice little platform here. Shabash, shabash, says Sarfraz Ahmed behind the stumps. Well bowled, Zulfikar. Excellent. Keep it going. There's no one behind you, Sarfraz. That's a single off the handle. This is a pitch you like to bowl on, Simo, isn't it?
Well, you want to carry this around in your bag, don't you? You want to just take it around the world.
I wouldn't.
I think you would, you know. I think you bowled wicket to wicket, swung it a little bit. It's ideal.
Yeah, good call. That's a good run, that. Good understanding between the two batsmen.
Just very, very fortunate. Look at the bowler. You know, he's beaten him in the flight. He's played a poor shot. There's no justice in this game when you're a spinner. No justice.
So nicely played. 7 from that over. We've had 7 overs. It's 41 without loss. .41 for no wicket from 7 overs. It's a fairly reasonable start, this, for the Lahore Qalandars. Remember that they were put into bat by the Quetta Gladiators. Umar Gul is on now in the attack for the Quetta Gladiators. A man who can change things with a single delivery.
Point I want to make for all those that have been watching, he loves bowling short balls in T20 cricket. Gets a lot of wickets like that. If you're watching in Pakistan, PSLT20.com, youtube.com/PSL. That's where you can watch it. And if you're not in Pakistan and you're elsewhere in the world, then cricketgateway.com is your go-to. International viewers. Lovely.
Fraction short, but that hurried on to him a little bit. Kevin Peterson, the fielder. Umar Gul, the only fast bowler who's taken 2 5-wicket hauls in T20 internationals. He took 5 against New Zealand at the Oval in the ICC World T20 in 2009, and then again against South Africa at Centurion in 2013. He bowled like a magician against New Zealand. Not that I've seen a magician bowl. That has been cracked. Whoa, he's hit that hard. Too short from Umar Gul. He's better when he pitches it up.
Well, he gets a lot of wickets with a short ball, and we've seen it throughout the tournament. But he's bowling to a South African here. And as you know, they grow up playing fast bowling and short bowling as well.
You're right there. If there's an Achilles heel for South African top order batsmen, it's spin bowling. If it's short from Umar, he'll go. Better. Prefer the full length from Umar Gul, and that's where his strength is, bowling full.
This is how he's bowled, Alan, in the PSL. Now look at that. You just talked to that. Look at the amount of short balls, but the white ones are the wickets. He's got all 3 wickets with the short ball.
Yeah, he's induced the pull shot. He induced the false shot, if you like. That's what he does. He does mix up a lot of full-length bowling with the short surprise ball. There it goes again. He's looking for that man out there. Umar Gul thinks he's bowling to his field, and he is, when he's directing it almost to the chest, to the head there of the right-hander.
The point I want to make to you, look at the percentage of good. So for me, he's a two-length bowler, either short or full.
I go along with that. He does tend to look at that cluster of balls there up at the stump. So that's short, and there's a man out there. It's a soft dismissal if it goes down his throat. You don't want to hook it straight down the throat of square leg. Making room is Delport. Goes quickly for the single. And 7 from the over. 8 gone, 48 without loss. If you're just tuning into this HBL PSL T20 match, let me tell you that Quetta Gladiators have won the toss. Safraz Ahmed, their wicketkeeper captain, he decided that his bowlers would have the first say on this pitch. It's the same pitch that we've used for 4 days. Anyway, let's go downstairs and join one of our VIP members of the commentary box, Ramiz Raja.
Well, thank you, Wilco. I've got Salman Sarwar Bhatt here with me, who's the project director of HBL PSL. He holds all the cards. He was the one who introduced the concept to the entire country, and he's worked extremely hard to get HBL PSL where it is right now. A very proud moment for you, Salman.
Absolutely. To see this being laid out here, you know, in the last few days, it's a big step for Pakistan. I think it's a big move forward. It'll also encourage other sports to come in. Gives a lot of confidence and a lot of pride to us.
Yeah, what were the salient features? I mean, how did it all start? I mean, what were the difficult parts? What were the easier parts?
We've been working on this from 2012-13, as you know, and developed this model then. For some odd reason, we couldn't deliver it then. And worked on it again this year, worked with Repucom. Salient parts were that, you know, this had potential in Pakistan. Our cricket needed it, and our cricketers needed it, and the market was willing to support it. So we saw that, and we brought the franchise model back home and rolled it out and saw a great response.
Yeah, absolutely, because the spread is extremely, extremely impressive. I mean, we're talking about the greats of T20. Was it a difficult thing to get them on the same page and get them working on PSL, thinking about this T20 league?
Well, you know, Ramiz, we've actually gone step by step on this. We first got the players on board. So getting the top quality players on board was one, initiative. Then to be able to go out and get the franchise owners, we did that. And then we went on and got the broadcasters, etc., on board. Thereafter, we went for the greats like Vivian Richards, etc., and encouraged the franchisees to go and get mentors for themselves. So once they've come in, they've just added so much color to the entire tournament.
Absolutely. Now, I think the icing on the cake would be taking this league back home to Pakistan. Are you thinking on those lines at all?
Absolutely. You know, the ratings back home for this league are already very high. 55% of Pakistan is watching it, as we know. I think every game that is played back home will be a packed house.
Yeah.
So we'd love to take it back. We're waiting for things to further improve, and the intention is definitely to start pulling a few matches back first, and then eventually the whole tournament.
Right. Looking at this venue and then going to Sharjah, obviously there is historic importance attached with Sharjah. Your initial thoughts of how this has shaped up here in the UAE?
Well, the first 2 days in terms of crowd turnout were absolutely great. And I see a lot of crowd involvement here. So that has been great. On the other hand, if you look at the quality of play, we want to be one of the top leagues in the world. So our focus is to be right up there with the Big Bash and IPL, and that's what we're focusing on. I think we're moving towards that.
Absolutely. Thanks for padding up for HBL PSL. It's been great working with you as its ambassador and being here. I mean, it's absolutely great fun, and thanks for having us on board, and thank you for working so hard and putting up a great show.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ramesh. Thanks very much. Meanwhile, the score moves on, 56, and he'll get a single there as well. So 57 is the score after 9 overs. Some great hits, and Cameron Delport is looking in very good form here. All the Quetta Gladiators can do is have a look at that little white missile as it flies into the stands. Long arc swing.
He's given himself time. He's now in, and that's what I've been hoping for. He's a very talented young man.
There we are. Just to emphasize the point you're making, Pat, is that Umar Gul in this PSL has shown he either bowls short and he's taken 3 or 4 wickets with a short delivery, or he's full. There's not a lot in between.
Yeah, it's something that he should look at. Maybe one of the coaching staff will pick it up and have a word with him, because he's got all the talent. I'm just going to go back to that interview that Ramiz had with Salman on the PSL. Just watch this delivery. Pulled away nicely, all the way for 4. Oh, it's raining boundaries from Delport's bat.
Quetta have got to learn, the Gladiators bowlers, it's the short, fast stuff that he deals with best. If it's spin, he struggles. If it's short and fast, he profits. He's strong on that short ball, on the pull, on the hook, and he moves nicely to 40. And this is a very good opening partnership now. 61, we're in the 10th over.
Yeah, just on that interview, I can't help saying he was such a nice guy. He came up to our commentary box yesterday, took the trouble to come up, have a chat, and I really enjoyed that. And you just sense, Alan, I mean, you spoke to him as well, that this PSL is in good hands.
Absolutely right. Well, it's a fine opening partnership that has laid the platform here for the Lahore Qalandars. They've had their moments. Certainly Quetta Gladiators have not had the rub of the green, if you can call it that. But when Delport has climbed in, he's damaged some of the bowling figures there. A couple of big sixes, 6 each. Better. Look at that Yorker. Don't think there'll be an appeal there.
He did a lot with it, got a single out of it. It was a high-class delivery. Shocked they took a single. I'm surprised there's no appeal, to be honest. I tell you what, I'm surprised there's no appeal.
Why?
Well, you know, you just never know whether the bat was down. He looked over, but you never know whether it was down.
Come on.
Give it a chance.
The horse had bolted, the horse had gone.
Oh, you need a wicket. I would
Keep
have
the
had a
game.
little appeal.
Keep the pace of the game. T20, let's keep going fast. Short, horizontal slap.
I wonder how close it really was.
Not within 3.5 feet. There.
3.5 feet?
Listen, I'm glad you're
What
not...
feet are you talking about? My grandson.
I'm glad
he's
you're
6 weeks
not
old.
a carpet fitter. Wouldn't I hate to have you as a carpet fitter? Fitting my house with carpets. They'd be all over the shop. Short of the walls, out in the front door. Short again, lofted aerial route. 2 men out there, and got! Akbar Rahman takes a good catch. Tumbling catch, and again, it's a short ball from Umar Gul that has brought him a wicket. He is persisting with a short ball. He's got the man. Yes, the uppercut didn't quite work. Azhar Ali goes for 20. It's 62 for 1. Again, it's that short ball, and Azhar Ali tried to get under it almost like a cutlass to cut the ball up in the air. And there we are, a moment of triumph for Umar Gul. Yeah, that's the shot he wanted to play, or he wanted to keep it low. Change of commentary upstairs as the new man Umar Akmal comes in, and so too does Bazid Khan and Tom Moody.
Thank you, Wilco. Desperately needed wicket. It's been a good opening stand, and it was a short ball from Umar Gul that's produced the goods. Well taken out there at deep cover. Never easy when they're up high into that night sky. Oh, was that a chance? Brutal of delivery.
They really slowed it up. Zulfikar Babar tossing it up. Lots of flight on it, and pitches and spins. How do you play that?
You can't. Simple. That is the perfect left arm orthodox delivery to a right-hander. Flighter, drifted in, turn and bounce. Well played. Off the mark.
63, and we're into the 11th over. A decision to make for the Lahore Qalandars. Do they twist or slip? They need to get on with it, but with this ball spinning, it's quite difficult.
Dilport goes and goes well over mid-wicket, and that'll bounce away for another boundary. He's finding some good touch here tonight.
Timely form from Delport, and he's used his feet well. This time bisecting deep mid-wicket and long on. But the intensity in coming down the track, helping him play the spinners.
Also hitting with the spin, which is definitely the way to go. There is turn on this surface, as we've already seen. Again, has he got enough of it? He certainly has, and that'll be another 4.
Pressure on Babar. And he's bowled a full toss. Normally doesn't earn his length, but this time, because of the pressure, he's tried to fire it in full bugger, and it's hit. Again, placed well, almost a maximum, but Delport will take that.
Well, he shouldn't be complaining. He should be looking at himself, really. It was a full toss that deserved to be hit for 4, if not 6. And again, but doesn't quite get the timing there. And that brings up a 50, and a very, very good 50 indeed. It's not the easiest batting conditions, but he's done well.
He stepped up. Chris Gale not playing and all eyes on the overseas pro. Delivered 50 of 42. Suspect he needs to get at least 20 more for the Qalandars to have a respectable total. He's not finished yet.
10 off the over so far with 1 ball remaining. Looking for one and a big appeal. There's all sorts of things happening out there. Umpires having nothing to do with it. It's going to be the end of the over and it's a good one. 72 for 1. Plenty of runs on the leg side for Delport. It's been a good 50 off 42 balls. It's certainly showing his strength is very much through that mid-wicket, mid-on region. I think that also indicates that the left-arm spin has bowled a number of deliveries to him. Very difficult to hit through the offside, particularly square on the offside when a left-arm spinner is bowling and looking to bowl very much that leg stump line.
Off spinner comes back. Nabi. On a slow pitch, you do tend to drag the ball to the leg side. Last ball, last over. Does look close. And I thought it looked out, but quite a way forward.
Another one. What a shot from Cameron Delport. That's gone a long way back.
He's arrived, he's come to the party. Use of the feet once again, perfect. Advancing down the track and he's nailed it. 87 meters and he's dropped as well.
Oh, he's hit that sweetly as well. Another boundary. He's on a run here.
Certainly turning it on. This time using the length and placed it magnificently well. Advancing down the track, had the ability to stop himself and use the length through mid-wicket.
And this is a terrific innings. Now moved to 60, just off 45 deliveries. 82 for 1 into the 12th over. Quite get hold of that one, but he'll pick up a 1. Not a bad thing either. Just give him a bit of time to just get his composure at the non-striker's end.
Yeah, he set the foundation, just needs Umar Akmal now to bat around him. You know, he's quite devastating on his day. That man was very devastating on his day. And the first time, really.
You're referring to Mohan Khan, the coach, devastating on his day?
I'm not too sure about that. If you can call anybody sitting next to the great Viv Richards devastating.
Mohan Khan was a fair player too, wasn't he? Done a good job so far with this side. It's well bowled. Just getting it, try to get it right up into that block hole. And some sloppy fielding.
He was just taking his eyes off, but no damage done. Ticket outlets in the UAE, AJ Sports, TCS, Barbecue Delights, Culture King.
In other words, you can get your tickets everywhere. So get yourself down here. Pulled away, not quite collected, but good enough for a boundary.
Suddenly, this innings has sprung to life. Delport hit massively last over. This one short, and Umar Akmal all over this. It's not middle it completely, but he's picked the gap. And first time really that Nawaz now under pressure.
Nice bit of footwork there. They'll look for two here. Delport will come back.
Great start to the over. 6 runs already, first 2 balls. And Nawaz, who's had a terrific tournament, is under pressure now. Umar Akmal, a fantastic player of spin. Just look at the running. Running in straight lines too.
This partnership's already made its way to 31 off 15, so it's had a real impact just when it was required.
Pakistan viewers can youtube.com.psl to stream the HBL PSL and cricketgateway.com for international viewers.
We'd be disappointed there. Delport, real opportunity for another boundary, the one drifting down the leg side.
Into the 13th over and 94 for 1. Qalandars will want to get 160 at least. Not had a great tournament. They want something substantial here.
Well, they've played 2, haven't they, and lost both of them, so it's a critical match for them. Oh, a bit of luck. A ledge past the keeper, and that'll run away for 4.
Runs flowing. It's not your day today, Nawaz. And Umar Akmal coming down the track, beaten in the flight, went for that cut shot. A little edge and it's raced away. Very difficult for Sarfraz. Maybe that's the luck that Qalandar needed.
He didn't do a lot wrong there, did he? Saw him come and he just pushed it through a bit quicker. Oh, nice touch around the corner. It's another big over, 12 coming from it. 13, I should say. 13 overs gone. It's 99 for 1. Well, the Qalandar squad will be very pleased with this start. They've had a slow start to the tournament. They'll be desperate to get some winning points to move up that table.
The HBL VIP box. You win a competition, you get the best seats in the house.
And you get a wig. Oh, what a shot. Has he got enough? It's gone very, very high, and it's gone very, very far indeed.
Brings up to 100, and what a way to do that. Umar Akmal, he joins the party. A fantastic hit on top of the bounce, using the pace that Umar Gul provides, and hits him straight back. Knew it was 6 the moment he hit it.
It's the amazing thing with these modern day bats. I don't think he's middled that. I think that's just off centre, and because of the size of the bats that players use these days, you can afford to just slightly get it out of the middle and it still carries. And all those spectators are looking to get the Pepsi catch a crawl. They could be in for a share of 100,000. Well, that's beaten mid-wicket. They'll pick up at least 2 here. This partnership continues to grow. Moves to 45.
Yep, and Omar Akmal really going after it, but this man, Cameron Delport, has stepped up today. Used that reverse sweep well, good on the short ball, but most impressively, down the ground, using his feet. It's been the innings that Qalandars really wanted. Good player bed spin.
Oh, another good shot down the ground. That's another 6 for Omar Akmal. Wonderful striking.
Well, if he hadn't middled the last one, this one, a flat 6, 87 meters, brings up the 50 partnership as well. It was a slow one from Omar Gul. Slow one, and Omar Akmal, flat and 87 meters. That's a strong hit.
You're right. That last one was out of the middle. This one went very high. Still 6, and look at that whack. You don't want to look back. As a bowler, you don't want to know where that's gone. You just keep your head down and move on. It's another big over. Only 3 balls gone. 14 runs so far off this over. That'll be wide.
Pressure showing, and suddenly it looks like Lahore Qalandars now could maybe reach 170. The way these two are going, Omar Gul too high that time, but momentum with the Qalandars.
Yeah, if they get around that 160, 170 mark, that's a very, very good score on this surface. A par score is around that 140. And, if they shoot well above that, it's going to be a hard chase. This time there's a good short ball. They need to pick up the 1. I think what we're seeing the benefit tonight is a batsman getting in and taking responsibility and going through the innings. And that's exactly what Delport's done. I'd imagine this surface coming in, having a new batsman coming in on a regular basis, it's very hard for him to get themselves going and get the pace of the game, and certainly the pace of the wicket.
Very true, and it helps when your opener bats a long way into the innings. And now Delport, against the spinners especially, is looking very accomplished. And they needed this. Qalandars needed this desperately. And still, they need him to bat a little bit longer.
Lovely strike down to deep mid-off.
And what it has done is it's freed up Omar Akmal as well. He's come out and played his shots.
Well, he's got a license, hasn't he? You know, because they've got such a good start. They've only lost the 1 wicket. He's got a license just to play with freedom and fearlessly, where if he loses his wicket, it doesn't really affect their quest of getting a big total. But if he plays like he has done, 29 off 13 balls, it propels their team total into that 170 mark. Oh, it's another wide, and it's called no balls. So that's going to be a very, very costly no ball. Hasn't been signalled a free hit, but my understanding it is a free hit.
Also, Alim Dar giving Omar Akmal.
He's listening to us. It is a free hit.
But before that, he gave Omar Gul the first warning because it was the second bouncer off the over. It is a free hit, and Umar Akmal on strike, loves the pace.
Just the one. So a big over. 19 coming from it. It's 118 for one. And the players will be taking a Qatar Airways strategic timeout. So they've had the Qatar Airways strategic timeout, and a welcome break, you would have thought, for the Gladiators, who have copped a bit of punishment. Lahore Qalandars have been on fire. In particular, the two at the crease, Cameron Delport and Umar Akmal, have batted exceptionally well. Akbar Rahman has come into the attack.
Bowls a bit of leg spin. More a batter than a bowler, but he'll have his work cut out because Umar Akmal and Delport are really turning it on.
he's got that. He's got that very nicely indeed. And is that a catch?
No, they've missed it. But Umar Akmal, he's not missed that. It was short and was so quickly back into his crease and absolutely smoked this. Has gone the distance.
Good running. So quick, isn't he, Umar Akmal, to get deep into his crease, as you pointed out, to be able to latch onto anything that's slightly short. And the thing from the spinner's point of view, if you are a little short on this surface, with the wicket being a little bit slow, the batsman's just got that split second longer to be able to latch onto it over mid-wicket.
The pressure is showing. Few fumbles in the field, but this partnership now 64. It's just turned the whole dimension of the game. Maybe a bad bounce, but pressure on Quetta Gladiators.
And again, that's gone further. 2 sixes in the over.
Nobody's learning. Neither the bowler nor the crowd. They've dropped it again in the crowd. And it was well short again by Akbar Rahman. Really short. Umar Akmal all the time in the world, and he smashed that. Easy pickings for him. Another drop catch.
Another great shot too, just quietly. It's got a long way back there. Oh, beautifully played. Showing some real class here tonight is Umar Akmal. 18 coming off that over. The 15 gone, it's 136 for 1. Again, just getting back, waiting for that right time to crack that ball on the head and find the gap through backward point. Beautifully played.
Stunning and scintillating are the two adjectives that you could use for this passage of play. Last 5 overs and 74 runs hit. Current run rate over 9. Right then, if they continue at this rate, 180, 11, 190, 13, 199. So the first double 100 for HBL PSL is very much on the cards. What a knock he's played, 47 from 20. Right, now the Yorker length. Bit of negative stuff would take care of the situation as far as the Gladiators are concerned. At least that is what they're thinking. It's a straight hit. He's not even looking to run for that one. It's straight as an arrow. It's a 6 and a 50 for Umar Akmal. He's played a blistering innings, a blinder, a magnificent innings. The fastest 50 of this HBL PSL. Have a look at this one. Straight and big.
He's always promised to deliver, Umar Akmal, and to the frustration of many thousands of Pakistani cricket fans, he hasn't always lived up to delivering that promise. But when he does, he's as good as anyone in the world. When he doesn't, he flatters to deceive. And this is one of those occasions where Umar Akmal looks the part. 5-star.
Oh, that was a fierce straight drive, and Nabi Well, he's looking to catch it. I think he's lucky really not to get hit. This really was banged hard straight at him.
Yeah, he hits the ball ferociously hard, Cameron Delport, and that was half survival, half protecting the umpire as well. Yeah, sorry, says Cameron, but got to hit that ball.
Yeah, that's straight, and another mighty one. It's raining sixes here in Dubai. 150 is raised, plenty of sixes, plenty of action, and it's 150 for one. Well, it's been a great innings so far by Qalandars. 150 for the loss of one. Just letting the world know how good they are. They've had little success so far before this game, and they're off to a flyer. 150 for one, 16 with 4 to go. 10 and over, 40. That makes it about 190, about 200.
And the way that Umar Akmal has batted here tonight has just lifted a little bit of pressure on Cameron Delport. Not that he's looked as if he's been under any pressure, but Delport knows. Oh, he's hit that hard. Into the stands, into those blue seats, and Umar Akmal's gone straight into overdrive, and his half century comes. A big...
His strike rate is 250. And this is the record score for HBL PSL this year. The previous highest was 153, 156 and counting. Umar Akmal has hit a purple patch. 60 from just 24. Look at the strike rate. It's unbelievable, incredible.
But he's always capable of batting like this.
I mean, every ball has been dealt with severely. He's got his own angles, and he's so quick on his feet in this innings particularly. Have a look at this one. Wanted a 6, getting a 6.
Only Muhammad Hafiz is ahead of him in terms of run scoring for Pakistan in T20 internationals, and he's not far behind him. Umar Akmal, fastest ever to 1,000 runs in T20 internationals. He's got it all. He has got it all, and tonight he's just showing the fans inside the stadium what he can do.
Well, he's forced the spinner to go flat, and the Yorker length. Just been an amazing innings, an amazing partnership. Delport with a strike rate of 137, his partner going at 225. Entertainment galore. Are you guys ready for another 6? Are you ready? No, it's a Yorker. That's well bowled because he's looking for that leg side flick or a heave. He's bowling at a quick pace, Zulfikar Babar. Appeal, and yes, the finger is raised, trying the reverse flick, and he's hit him in front of the stumps. It was a quicker one from the left armour. It's a good result for some consistent bowling in this over. At least he was put away for a 6, and well, 7 runs and a wicket, and a valuable one. Delport gone after hitting 73 of just 55 balls. Entertaining stuff. 157 for the loss of 2 now.
Never understand why he wants to play shots like this. Ungainly, ineffective, and just not really in his repertoire. He's so strong when he goes down the ground. And yes, the fickle finger of fate goes up. So a fine innings by Cameron Delport comes to an end.
Dwayne Bravo is the new athlete, new batsman. He's a wonderful athlete. Well, it's been a massacre. 97 in the last 7 overs. 95 in 7. Was it hitting the stumps? Yeah, it was fuller length. And he looked ungainly. He's been timing the ball so sweetly, but decided to play a very difficult shot.
I would go so far as to say an unnecessary shot, given how strong he is when he's hitting straight back over the bowler, long off, long on. But well bowled, Zulfikar, because all he wanted to do was keep it a full length. Cool decision it was. What we've seen tonight, though, is that the curator, the groundsman, has done a great job with this pitch. It's been slow for 4 days and it's turned. Yes, it's still turning, but what they've been able to do, because there's only been one match tonight, is just give it a little sprinkling of water, and it's just giving it a little bit of juice. And that's why we've got 158 and we've only just started the 18th over. So if Umar Akmal and Dwayne Bravo get going, you're looking at possibly 200 here. 190. And that's going to be an exceptional score on this pitch.
I'm looking forward to an inside-out drive from Bravo. He's so good with that area. Yeah, he likes really plundering the bowler, the medium paces, in that fashion. Qalandars marching along at a rapid pace. The third 50, taking just 17 balls. But it's not over yet. Still about 3 overs to go. Anwar Ali still wringing his fingers. It hit him, that straight drive from Umar Akmal. A deep cover has been positioned now for Bravo. There's that typical Caribbean style drive.
Dwayne Bravo owes them some runs. He's had one innings in this PSL. Meanwhile, this has been delightful from Umar Akmal. Little stroke of luck there, but my word, those straight sixes have been magnificent. Umar Gul would have hated them. Just a fraction short, and he latches on. He's a natural stroke maker. Great eye, great hand-eye coordination.
He's timed the ball magically well. Now that's another example of how good he has been in this innings. He's picked up anything short. He's picked up anything full. And so you've got to be so good bowling at him, because he's put away the rubbish like that. Disdainfully. So that's been one hell of a knock.
Yeah, and Quetta have not learned tonight. They've bowled short, consistently short, and the ball has been flying all around this Dubai International Stadium. Anwar Ali, he's got to get the ball somewhere up around those shoelaces. There, around there. They shouldn't get two. You'd rather concede ones and twos rather than bowling it short and see that flying into those seats.
He's desperate to hog the limelight and get the strike back. YouTube.com/PSL for Pakistani viewers who want to watch HBL PSL live on the web. And then for all Wilco's friends in England, they can watch it on cricketgateway.com.
Absolutely. There's 100-mile-an-hour storm winds battering England at the moment. And at the moment, Umar Akmal is battering Quetta Gladiators. Dwayne Bravo can do the same. Uppercut, uppercut. Chingabura. Well, these two together, Bravo and Umar Akmal, together have scored in excess of 8,000 runs in T20 cricket. So we've got two of the heaviest scorers in the game right here now.
Well, we should be in for a lot of fun then. That was a slower bouncer, that's why he just couldn't get the pace of it, even though the idea was right. Third man up in the ring, and a pacey bouncer would have taken care of that fielder. Right then, Umar Akmal is on strike, on 67 from just 30, strike rate of 223. He's been so dominant, square through the offside against a short ball, and he's hit the full pitch one straight back. Just like that. Once again, Anwar Ali faces the brunt of that drive. And it's 166 for 2. Current run rate 9.22, and that's been the story for Qalandars. An extremely impressive innings. They've been down and out and haven't registered their arrival yet in this HBL PSL before this innings, so everything falling into place. So just 12 balls left in this innings. Will Qalandars get a double 100? 166 for 2.
Now then, what is Umar Gul going to do here? Is he going to persist with the short ball and hopefully eventually getting Umar Akmal, because Akmal will be tempted for the hook shot?
He's so good with that length, the Yorker length. He's keen to get 2 of it, Umar Akmal, but he's at the non-striker's end. Dwayne Bravo has the strike. Nawaz was a fielder at long off. He had to cover a bit of distance, and he did well. Did not panic. Went back. It was a half volley, and well, he's smashing them all anywhere.
Difference in about 12-15 feet on that pitch, and you can smash one when it's short, and you can only drive the one when it's that full near your feet. So Umar Gul is capable of bowling a whole succession of Yorkers, but he's gone short tonight. What's he got for Bravo?
It's a square drive. That area has been looked after by the man in the deep. You can sense a big shot is on its way. It's just round the corner. He's going to go for that big shot, Umar Akmal, I'm sure. But where should he go? It's going to be the Yorker length, the fuller length from Umar Gul. So he's either got to carve it over point or look to hit it straight, maybe over cover. Oh, another mighty blow. It's an incredible innings. Umar Gul can't believe it, because that was the attempted Yorker that went horribly wrong. It was a juicy full toss, but had to be put away. Yeah, he's creating that sense of amazement in the dugout, because this was classy.
Oh, these are big blows, and Umar Gul is feeling right now that he's been punched in the stomach. Well, the Pepsi catch a Croy, catch a 6 in the stands. You can stand a share of $100,000 from Pepsi. Keep your eye on the ball, I would, if I was in the stands. Umar Akmal is fancying hitting Umar Gul to all parts. Where's Umar Gul going now?
Oh, it's another blistering straight drive. Well, what a knock he's playing. Unbelievable shot making from Umar Akmal.
Well, he's broken a lot of records and he holds a lot of records. But Umar Akmal has now hit 7 sixes in this innings. That's 4, the straight drive, but it's the first time he's ever hit 7 sixes in one T20 innings. Marvellous batting. And he's just 25 years of age. Such rich talent.
Oh, it's another one, just like the other one. Umar Akmal is playing one heck of an innings. Unstoppable. On a mission to decimate the opposition. He's hit 8 sixes, once again moving back deep into the crease and lifting it over square leg for another gigantic hit. 5 fours and 8 sixes. And all big ones.
Well, Umar Gul is going to create a record here as well for himself. He's just one short of his 50. That's runs conceded. Well bowled, good follow-up.
Well, I think I guess he's got to raise the ball, Umar Gul, because he's been hit for a 50. 1 for 50. 185 for 2. One, 6-4, 6-1. Umar Gul's last over. 1 for 50 for Umar Gul in his 4 overs. He was put away all over, collared by Umar Akmal. And look at his range. Straight back, 39 through long on, 19 through long off. And then deft touches also earning him a lot of runs. But to top it all, the best stats, 8 sixes in this innings of 86.
58 runs straight down the field from Umar Akmal.
Easily down into the gap. He's batting like the Sir Vivian Richards of the Gladiators. I'm sure he'd be loving it, Vivian, because this is Viv Richards type of a knock.
You won't be loving this, Rambo, because it's against his team. But this is the highest class batting from Umar Akmal. And even the full-length balls are getting whipped leg side for 4. It's astonishingly good batting. So that's now 6 fours, 8 sixes.
I know he's on the opposition's dugout, but he'd be also in a way pleasantly surprised by what he's seeing of Umar Akmal tonight. It's been awesome power hitting. Oh, that's gone up in the air for once. He miscues it. Will this be taken? No, it drops short of the fielder. Just aborted the effort. Didn't go for the full-fledged dive. On the fielder. Akbar was the fielder there, just not really going full length. Yeah, Viv didn't like it much. This is an astonishing innings, really. 91 from 38. One of the very best. Yeah, just taking a run, giving it to Umar Akmal. 190 for 2, just 9 away from his 100. This can happen. He hasn't hit a T20 ton before.
Well, the fastest 100 in or for a Pakistan player is Ahmed Shahzad in 40 balls in the Bangladesh Premier League. Now, 2 shots here. And Umar Akmal could equal that because he's got 91 from 38. Can he hit a 6 and a 4? Or 2 sixes?
Certainly can. That's gone up in the air. This should clear the field. Oh, that's well stopped. That really is well done. Just flicking it back into play, and so 2 runs taken. Zulfikar Babar has done well.
You keep bowling short. It's a steep learning curve, this. You bowl short to Umar Akmal in this form, and you're going to go a long way. You're on a retrieving exercise to get the ball back from various parts of the ground. 2 balls left.
On 93. He's got to go for it. Straight back. Look for a 6. I'm sure he'll look for a 6 here. Oh, it was in the slot. That's not been timed. And it's taken in the deep. Akbar Rahman takes a good one, and Umar Akmal's show has ended, but not before he's lit up the entire field with his muscle innings. This really is outstanding from Umar Akmal. I've never seen him ever bat like this. He was flawless, outstanding. You can use any adjectives to describe this wonderful innings. 93 from just 40 balls. A champion's knock. 193 for 3.
Well, this was the end of a fabulous innings. And Kevin Peterson ran 50 yards to congratulate Umar Akmal, to shake his hand on an astonishingly good knock. Kevin Peterson's got to do the same when he comes in, because this is one heck of a total. 1 ball to go. 193 for 3.
Right then, last ball of the innings. Bravo is on strike. It's a good delivery following him. And Ali has bowled a good last ball of the innings, but well, it was a lot of fun watching Umar Akmal decimate the opposition with his breathtaking innings. Here for once didn't get it in the middle of the bat, but he played a great innings. Really was great in T20 terms. KP just acknowledging the fact that he was outstanding out there at the crease. Umar Akmal, he was brilliant.
The last 10 overs yielding 132 runs. It was an onslaught. The score 194 for 3.
Right on medium fast from the Emirates Road end. And he must know that they're coming after him. Here we go. Ball 1.
Starts off with a slow one, yes. Pat, at anybody, any team you'd back to chase this down, it has to be Quetta Gladiators. They've been in red-hot form. And you want to see this run chase, you stream it in youtube.com.psl for Pakistan. And cricketgateway.com for international viewers. You should get on that, because this, I guess, is going to be a superb chase.
You can see the pitch today or tonight has been a really good one for batting. It's come on, it's bounced well. It's conducive to shot making, and that man is been in amazing form. He puts away short balls. They've done a bit of work on him, no doubt. The Lahore boys would have had a look at video footage. They'd have made sure that by now they've got a handle on him. But this guy, he can play. Right up there with the top run getter so far.
He's chasing 194. It helps when both your openers feature in the top run scorers list. 150 for Luke Wright, sitting pretty right on top, and Ahmed Shahzad just quietly 98 runs for him.
He's just been passed by Umar Akmal. He's got 114, of which 93 came in the previous innings. So he's right up there. There was a slip in place. They've had a look at it, a couple of deliveries, and there's no swing. So push a man back, take out the slip move. So third man and fine leg are in the circle, which would put any bowler under pressure. You can't bowl short, you can't bowl it wide, you've got to bowl wicket to wicket, and possibly a high percentage of slow deliveries.
Slow delivery it was, and Ahmed Shahzad gets away with one. Big inside edge. Bravo thought he was through, but an inside edge gets him a boundary.
Yeah, you see there, it's the off spinner, the off cutter, rolled his fingers across it. No justice in this game, Dwayne. No justice as a bowler. The batters have all the luck in the world. It's been that way for so long. He's just a beautiful time over cricket ball, Ahmed Shahzad.
Yes, and you can see that even with the slow ones, today it's coming onto the bat. Just a little flick into the leg side, but there was no pace on offer from Dwayne Bravo. Luke Wright just looking around. He's gonna go. He's not the type of player who's gonna hang around. Just see, so fidgety, just looking at the leg side field. Who wants a piece of Bravo?
Oh, that's a good delivery. Oh, it's a wonderful delivery. A swinger ends the over. 6 for no loss. Zafar Gohar, the left arm spinner, just another one. You bump a tree around here and the whole lot of them fall out, and they're all good bowlers. Slow left arm orthodox. He's just 21 years old, and I tell you what, he's going to need all of those 21 years of experience to hold on tight here. Straight away, just a single.
Yeah, he knows that Shahzad and Wright will get after him straight away. The mid-on is up and the square leg is up, so Luke Wright, maybe the sweep shot on offer, or just bunt him down the ground.
Slip in place for the spin. You do well to just have a good look and hope that he just gets a shortish one early on and put away square the wicket. Oh, he got it and he didn't put it away. Oh, you've got to cash in on those. A little bit of spin and short and sit back and find the gap.
Straight away, run rate, required run rate over 10. So can't hang around.
Oh, he's dropped it. He has dropped it. And he knows that was really catchable. Really, really catchable.
just held up in that wicket, trying to turn it to leg, and you'd say that was a dolly, especially off your own bowling. Couple of offense, but he's dropped a sitter. What an opportunity that was. Luke Wright, he can really hurt you. Has got all the shots in the book, and this opportunity for Zafar Goel off his own bowling is just lobbed back at him, and he snatched at it. 1, 2, maybe third, and it's down. Little bit of pressure showing, just down the leg side. Ahmed Shehzad is keen to use his feet against the left armour, firing that down the leg side.
Yeah, the slow spin there. Shehzad missed out on it. Come back to the point, you know, you've got to put away these bad balls. But you made the point, the run rate now for our viewers. You keep watching this required run rate every ball. You see how quickly it starts to jump on you. If you're a batter and you're out there, you're aware of it.
Just a single, so only 10 off 2. Gladiators not doing this well.
Just 2 overs bowled. Quetta Gladiators need 185 in 108 balls. Man, that's a huge, huge score. Wright's on 2, Shehzad's on 7, and they can't sit in it. They've got the likes of Kevin Peterson sitting waiting. They cannot sit on this. Kevon Cooper, the West Indian, tall, medium fast, got a great slower delivery. Normally bowls at back of a length. Applying his trade around the world now. Useful batter as well. Here we go. Could that be a wide? Could that be a wide? Yes, it is.
They need to get some boundaries away now, because when you're chasing 195 first 6 overs power play, we've got to make use of that and then just carry on. But they haven't gone off to a great start. They need boundaries and need them fast.
You know, Luke Wright has another wide. You got a Luke Wright out there, and he's top of the pops as far as the run scoring is concerned, but other sides haven't used the opportunities against him, to be honest. He was very fortunate with this one. There's an LBW which really should have been out, and then he had 2 relatively easy drop catches. You know, that was, by all standards, he should have got into a better position. And then this one as well. So he's led a charmed life. But he heads up the batting figures.
Still no boundary. Pressure really building now. You see it on Ahmed Shehzad's face. There's a little bit of swing on off of a Cooper as well, but saying that, really need to go some now.
You know what I'm worried about? I'm not seeing intent. I don't have a problem if you only got 12 or 2 and a bit, but chasing the score, I'm expecting intent. I've seen no one maybe come down the pitch to the fast bowlers or really climb into one. It's been all really nice and fairy, and I was just having a good look.
And again, a swing and a miss. Run rate over 10, required run rate. Ahmed Shehzad still searching for that ball. So Viv knows that if they Going to win 4 on the trot. They need some boundaries. Opportunity was there, short and wide, and he's missed out again.
Oh yes, on his legs, and the easy put away. He steps to the offside and just clips it away.
First boundary. Ahmed Shahzad, he'd already moved to the offside and the ball's angled into his pads. Full swing of the bat and a couple of bounces into the fence. First boundary, will this spring them into action? They need a few more of these, especially in the first 6.
Four more, straying on the legs. You can't bowl there, Ahmed Shahzad. Oh no.
He is in form and he's timing the ball so well. Just a neat little clip off his legs and that's sped away. Deep square leg, no chance. So Ahmed Shahzad into his flow.
All timing and balance. Bowl him, inside edge. Shahzad's gone, and the first wicket's down. It's just what Lahore wanted. And he's a big wicket again right now. They'll be happy to see the back end of Ahmed Shahzad gone for 15, 20 for 1.
Trying to hit that over mid-wicket, gets an inside edge. He's looking at mid-on, mid-wicket maybe. Cooper held his nerve, got the ball to drift back in. It's all over for Shahzad.
So the rate, 10.19. Kevin Peterson, a la KP, has arrived at the crease. And if there's anyone in the world that believes they can still get the score and win comfortably, it's that man. And if anybody can get you close, it's that man, and that's why he's there.
Big inside edge. Cooper knows that's a big wicket. Trying to muscle this over mid-wicket. Just manages an inside edge. Ball nipping back. Starts off with a bang. Little flurry of activity. Comes down the track. Whips it over. Gets his first boundary. End of the third. 24 for 1.
.24 for 1. Kevin Peterson's walked in. Ball 1, he's just little waltz down the track and smacked it over mid-wicket. So the dance has started. The dance floor's open. And has that galvanized Luke Wright. He's got 2 in 6 balls. Big score to chase. The rate 10.06 now. So the left arm spinner continues. Safa Gohar bowled a half decent over, the first one. Bingo, down the ground. They'll come back for 2. Peterson is a good runner between the wickets. Picked up immediately. There was a second on offer, the little brace. But the left-arm spinner, Goa, we're hoping he can get an early crack at Peterson.
Yeah, pace off the ball from the left-arm spinner. Goes over mid-wicket and straight to the man. Cooper in the game, gets a catch. Luke Wright not so lucky today. He's gone, second down. Zafar Goa gets his man. And Wright walks back just for 4, 26 for 2.
Good catch. I think he wanted it squarer. .26 for 2. You see the picture of Kevin Cooper. Got a wicket in the last over. And Kevin Cooper has got on the act again with a catch. And the next man in, Mohammad Nawaz. I'll tell you what, he's got some work to do. And the reason why he's arrived at the crease is because of a catch by Kevin Cooper in the deep off Goha.
Trying to go over mid-wicket and has gone straight to the man. Wasn't happy playing the left arm spinner, got dropped, and then that. So Zafar Goa has his man. And they spin on offer. Suddenly the ball is spinning. Nawaz has his work cut out. Exaggerated spin. Or getting the ball to tweak now. Much more comfortable after that wicket under his belt.
Tell you what I'm seeing. I see he's very late on the ball. He lifts his bat and does it very late. Look at this. The ball's still coming down, and he's hardly got his bat back. He'd do well to get his bat up a bit earlier. That's why he's being beaten. He's rushed. He's rushed when the ball is a little bit quicker. Keeps his bat down a long time, and almost the ball's hit the ground when he's still pulling it back.
Goes for the sweep at top edge and gets away with it. Just a single, so a terrific over from Zafar Goa. Just 3 off and a wicket, 27 for 2.
Up she went into no man's land. Very fortunate. Just love seeing our pictures coming to you via a wonderful spy cam. Look at how it spins around the ground from the height and able to give you such wonderful pictures. Look at this, beautiful. Drags back and gives you an overview, gets in close. Oh, lovely to see. Okay, change in bowling. And what would it be? It's going to be a left-arm spinner. Kevin Peterson's batting.
Is spinning. Right on the money, Zoeb Khan. He's a very decent left-arm spinner. Doesn't spin it much, but on this wicket he'll get spin.
Well, the GoPro skill isn't quite up to the spider cam. That I can tell you. Oh, did he get an edge? Did he get an edge? Let's not be harsh on the keeper quite yet. Was there a little bit inside edge?
There's a stumping chance. He's yorked himself, and it's a pretty regulation stumping chance. There's one. He's missed Nawaz.
I tell you, I can't help but seeing how late he picks his bat up, and if you vary the pace on him, he's going to really battle. He's going to be feeling rushed all the time. Yeah, you're right, this was a regulation. This is something that keepers take 9 to 5.
Yeah, just yorked himself. It was through him. Very, very lucky. But Kevin Peterson, he's going to have the trial by spin. And no other spin but left arm spin.
Now, there's a lot of talk about Kevin Peterson, his ability to play left-arm spin. And I think he's just saying, well, let me show you something. I'm going to entertain you. I faced 2 balls, and I got 10.
Easy as you like. Hits it through the line. Doesn't strain a muscle, and it's gone 80 meters. Down the distance. Just 2 balls and 2 boundaries, that a maximum.
Going down the leg side. No doubt about that in my mind.
Well, if you're bowling to KP and you hit him on the pads, you got to appeal. Obviously pushing down the leg.
I mean, Bazit, have you seen where the keeper is? Just have a look at this. I mean, where's he going? Come on. Yeah, he wants that single. Oh yes, Peterson wants to get in the act. He's counting the balls. He's a good counter. 35 for 2.
Ticket outlets in the UAE. You can get your tickets to come to these fantastic games all round the UAE. Here's a list for you.
Oh, they're sumptuous outlets. Delhi Nihari, Karachi Darbar, Tandoori Junction, Kulcha King, Barbecue Delights. Wonderful eating outlets.
Bravo back into the attack, so recognising that a bit of experience is required, whilst Kevin Peterson is just starting to flex his muscles.
That's the box where you would want to be, win a prize and get in there.
Free drinks, free food, good company, great cricket.
A lot of music. You can buy your tickets online as well, so plenty of options available.
Change of pace, and this is going to be tight, very tight indeed. Would have been in trouble if there was a direct hit.
I think the Pakistani selectors desperately want this kid to succeed with the bat. He's already shown his prowess and potential with the ball, but no young batsman has stepped up so far in this HBL PSL so far. You see the usual suspects, Hafiz and Ahmed Shahzad and all these guys, Umar Akmal doing a fair bit of damage. But none so far from the under-19, from the A-League or A-cricket batsmen. So, Tom, I mean, I'd be very keen to see their progress, how they develop their game with the bat, these young kids.
Well, he's got a wonderful opportunity to bat at the other end to Kevin Pietersen. He can learn a huge amount, not just by talking to him, but just watching him, watching how he constructs an innings, how he soaks up pressure. And this could well be out. He's not going to learn from that too much, and it is, so the big wicket has gone. Kevin Pietersen has been taken in the outfield by Cooper.
And the celebrations begin. Dwayne Bravo almost hit the fence with that sprint. KP was found wanting. He couldn't get it over the fence. Yeah, a big miscue, and he's gone after scoring only 12, 37 for 3. Standing out of the crease, and well, found Kevon Cooper there. Safe pair of hands, and he was off, as was Dwayne Bravo. Have a look at him.
He's gone to Dubai Mall.
Yeah. Absolutely loved it. And the Qalandars fans are once again rejoicing. They had to wait for, well, about a week now to get their celebrations begin in the Isles.
Well, you can understand why Bravo reacted the way he did, because he was entrusted with the responsibility to come back into the attack. And he's come back and got a big wicket. Kevin Pietersen. Sarfaraz Hamad is the new batsman, and he's there because the big show, Kevin Pietersen, sitting back in the pavilion. Just a shortish ball, off-pace delivery, just stayed in the wicket a little bit, and a top edge that just ballooned out deep. Taken well by Cooper. Back to live cricket, an easy single.
Yeah, a very big wicket, KP. Shorter in length, and well, KP always wanted this to clear the fence. Took a lot of risk, and a good catch under lights. It's not always that clear, so he pulled off a nice little catch here.
And it's not only that, he had plenty of time to think about it, and he also would have known how important the catch would have been. So he would have had that 3 or 4 seconds of thought. A loose delivery, that'll be 4. It's a nice way to get off the mark. 6 overs gone, 42 for 3. So Gladiators in a bit of trouble here. They've lost 3 wickets in their power play overs, and they've got a lot of work to do. 153 runs still required. They'll work to leg for 1. So run rate just pushing up around about that 11 mark per over. So they've got a steep mountain to climb.
Yeah, can't afford to let it slip. That required run rate with every dot will jump. But it's been Qalandars' night for sure. They needed this lift, and well, the lift was provided by Umar Akmal, who played a breath taking innings. Really was brilliant stuff. Sixes galore. He was middling the ball so sweetly. It was just an unbelievably smooth innings.
Yeah, I have to say, I've seen a lot of T20 cricket over the last 10 years, and I've been privileged to see some wonderful innings, but this one by Umar Akmal is right up there. It really was a special innings of just great control, but his precision in his placement was the real highlight for me, how he just picked off the various gaps.
Yes, his range was immense. From mid-wicket to straight drives. And he's completely at ease when he's cutting the ball away for sixes. It wasn't as if he was rushed or hurried, or he looked ugly or ungainly when he was hitting a six. He was well balanced. He knew exactly what areas to target. Just a flawless innings and massive strikes right from the first ball till the end.
Nicely hit out there to deep cover, just the one. But Akmal, as we said, was on fire, and this is where it all started for him. Umar Gul was his early target, and then he helped himself to the rest of the attack. It didn't matter whether you were short or whether you were full, he was going to have a piece of it. He really was in some sublime touch. Speaking of touch, that's got a bit of touch over the square leg boundary for six, and a much needed one.
50 is raised as a result of that booming six. He's a very good batsman, a dangerous batsman. The truck is in, trucking away. He's batting with a grim face, the Gladiator skipper. He knows that his job has just begun, but he's off to a very good start. 11 from 3. 4 and a 6. Watch out, Qalandars.
Oh, there's a half a look there, and yes, square leg umpire is going to take that upstairs. He wants to have a closer look. And maybe that back foot just slid out as he's looking to sweep that to the leg side.
Well, it's not a no ball, but when he was attempting that sweep, was the back leg or a bat boot up in the air when the stumps were broken? You can't really get a good view from this angle, but he's sliding it back, and I think it's probably in.
May have one spike in. You see the keeper, he's taken that so far back. He's retreated, so his balance in a way is going backwards. It's not out, but because the keeper has gone back and lost his balance over the top of his toes, it's probably cost him a foot or so. So Safraz survives. 51 for 3. So the worm was out of control in the first innings. Qalandars 194, and it just went storming up towards 200. Wonderful innings from Dalport and Umar Akmal to help put that total together.
Ahmad Azam is another good all-round cricketer. Preferred by Pakistan in a couple of series, and then fell away. But he can bowl medium pace stuff, can hit the ball straight. This little spell here will give him a little bit of confidence, because he's not going to be challenged here. Required run rate is over 11. So he's allowed a couple of bad balls, and he may even then get away with it.
Some keen watchers coming down and watching this contest. That's well bowled, excellent length. Ahmad, I'd imagine, will have a lot of change of pace, look to bowl straight as possible.
That's right, yeah. He's not express, but what he does well is he keeps it within the stumps. Kind of a batting all-rounder than a bowling all-rounder. Yeah, there's that Yorker length and a good delivery. So he's backed it with a Yorker. So far, so good. Hamza Rana, the Gladiators' rule coming to an end. Yeah, they won 3 out of 3. They may just go down in this. Their chances are not looking bright, courtesy Umar Akmal's belligerent hitting.
Well, hit well, but mid-on's going to come around and clean up there. They'll pick up a couple. 3 leg side fielders out there. Need to patrol the boundary.
That was well fielded for a guy who stroked a 90. Did well. Need a big over, need a 4 or a 6. Another Yorker. This is good bowling.
It's such an important ball, isn't it, in this form of the game, is to be able to bowl those Yorkers at will. Probably the best Yorker bowler of the last decade's been Lathis Malinga from Sri Lanka, and he's had a huge amount of success in short form cricket, whether it be T20 cricket or 50 over cricket. Struck nicely out to deep cover. It's not going to beat the fielder out there. So 6 coming from the over. It's 57 for 3. So 138 required off 72 balls, and Ajantha Mendes is come into the attack. I was just speaking about Lathis Malinga. Here's a Sri Lankan that's got a bit of mystery about him.
Small island, beautiful island of Sri Lanka produced so many unorthodox, brilliant cricketers. Lathis Malinga is different. Lower arm and very difficult action to pick. An action that you couldn't advise any young kid to follow, but he has done it so well over the years. Ajantha Mendes, mystery bowler, leg cutters, off cutters. Muralitharan.
Sanat Jayasuriya with the bat.
And then the classics in the shape of Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara.
Kumar, the Rolls Royce of batting, isn't he? Sangakkara. He's going to be joining the tournament shortly. Oh, beautifully struck, lifted over cover off the back foot.
Well, this kid is progressing really well. He's bowled superbly in this HBL PSL, and well, he needs to now get going with the bat, because he's had his chances at the domestic level with the bat, and he's been very impressive. Got an 180 in a 50-over game recently. He's on 14 from 17.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. It should have been the end of him. Frustration for Mendes.
Yeah, the keeper obviously didn't pick him. Neither did the batsman.
Well, the previous ball was the off spinner, and this one is the one that he flicks out from the front of the hand, which just spins in towards the left-hander. Some clever bowling from Mendes. Not easy to keep to, though, you know, particularly when you haven't seen a bowler like Ajantha Mendes. Swept very, very hard indeed, and that'll be a boundary, so rubbing salt into the wound.
Yeah, he's a mighty good player when it comes to playing the sweep shot. It's Sarfraz has bludgeoned it really out of his side because it was a quicker one and bent low and a beautiful sweep shot.
Well, that's a great example how to play a hard sweep, wasn't it? Just his weight over that front leg in such a strong, powerful position. He's got away with that to finish the over. 12 coming from it. It's 69 for 3. So run rate up around 11.5 now. Plenty to do. If you want to watch this wonderful game and this series, you can do it on YouTube. This is the tagline for the Pakistan viewers. And we have world viewers can look at it through cricketgateway.com. Oh, beautifully struck, and that'll go one bounce for 4.
Nawaz with a good shot. All he has to do is to occupy the crease now because he's looked just a little bit fidgety at times. But this shot had more control. Catch was the call. Obviously, didn't have the fielder there.
Can't have him everywhere. He just needs to get his length a little bit further up. If he's going to bowl that back of a length, it's really bowling into the left-hander's strength, and that is hitting through that leg side. So just a discussion on getting that field absolutely right. There's 3 back on the leg side. There's a deep square leg. It's very square. A deep mid-wicket, a traditional deep mid-wicket, and a deep mid-on. Well, that's beautifully played. What a square drive that is.
Yeah, wonderful batting. A pull followed by a scintillating, sweetly timed square drive. I think he obviously was looking for a Yorker. It was bowled wide, pushed wide, and the balance was great. Slicing it into the fence. High back lift, and well, the execution was perfect.
Seen enough of this guy to know that he can play. He looks a real exciting package with his left arm spin and just the freedom he can play with the bat. He looks unfazed. Good call, good early call, good running.
I think there's a very strong chance for Nawaz to make it into the World Cup T20 side because the announcement has been delayed for 2 days. I think Pakistan Cricket Board wanting more time because they said that they need to see some of the younger kids here in this HBL PSL really to make a fair assessment of where they are. But with the type of cricket that he's played so far, ball and bat, and he's a wonderful fielder, I think he's got a very strong chance of making it to the 15 squad.
Yeah, and what you're looking for, you know, in a T20 squad is that depth of balance, and what he does do is he ticks off 3 disciplines very well. You know, he's going to give you the variety as a left-arm spinner. He clearly has some skill with bat and hand. He's a boundary hitter, which is what you need in 2020 cricket. And if he can field on top of that, you know, he's the complete package. Oh, wonderful strike. Another boundary.
Great angles being created here. He's played a pull shot, then a square drive, and then a cover drive. And all punched with a lot of power. High, nice back lift. Once again, Hamad Azam trying the Yorker length and bowling the wrong length, the fuller length, and penalized.
Well, Hamad knows that if he gets it slightly wrong, he's going to pay the penalty, because he's been hit for boundaries on both sides of the field. And that's a good sign when you've got a young player that has the ability to find the boundary, whether it be square on the offside or straight on the offside or pick you off through the leg side. He's got plenty of scoring options. Change of field, deep cover drops back. Oh dear, have a look at that. Get him in the side. 6, and it brings up the 50 partnership. Thank you very much. 20 off the over, 10 gone. It's 89 for 3.
What an over, 20 off. And it's the time for the Qatar Airways strategic timeout. So the first 10, 89 for 3, last over. They got 20. Pepsi catch a crore. They haven't been catching them in the crowd today, but gonna share in 100,000 US.
I think what you've got to do in that scenario, Buzzard, is find out who's batting and get into that part of the ground where you anticipate the ball going. If it's Umar Akmal, stand anywhere between square leg and deep mid-wicket. You're going to have a good chance. What about Sarfraz Ahmed? Where would he hit it?
The sweep shot, his favourite.
That's a bit different. Just follow me, says Sarfraz.
Very accomplished against spin and plays spin to every part of the ground. 360 degrees.
I love it.
Maneuvering himself and almost gets that gap. Brilliant fielding. Umar Akmal does a fantastic job. But Sarfraz had that mid-wicket gap in his mind.
Well, you can give him another 3 runs because he's just saved 3 with that dive, so that gives him 96. Brilliant. Brilliant from Umar Akmal.
Goes through the covers just past point. And another couple, so runs really flowing. 20 off the last over and 4 off 2 balls.
Now what I like here, who does Sarfraz Ahmed remind me of here? When he's dancing around in the crease, you can showing his stumps. The person I first saw doing this came from Pakistan. His name was Javed Miandad. Javed was like a nuisance. He did exactly that.
They're going for the second and they make it. So the overthrow costing Lahore Qalandars pressure seriously on. So 3 balls, 3 doubles. There we go. It was a tight single and then the bowler lost it. He knocks the stumps down and as an afterthought they run 2.
I tell you what, Sarfraz, I share Viv's humour about this. This is brilliant. Sarfraz, he looks like he's playing rugby, but he's dressed in cricket kit.
Oh, going for that slog sweep. He's trying to maneuver himself into that position. Sohaib Khan quite wary of that.
He's so confident that he's going to protect his stumps. He's not worried about being bowled.
Another one in the gap, another couple of runs, so 8 off already. They're keeping up with the run rate.
He wears me out when he talks because he talks 100 miles an hour. He throws himself on the floor and he runs 100 miles an hour. He is 5-star entertainment. Top billing.
Pocket Diamond almost wanted a single there as well. 97 for 3 after 11. So 98 needed off the last 9, and these two have given Quetta Gladiators hope. Fantastic batting from both Nawaz and Sarfraz.
Well, Lahore, when they batted, and it was largely thanks to Umar Akmal, of course, they scored 132 in the last 10 overs. 132.
They're keeping up with the rate, just 98 needed in the final 9 now.
Well, it's on. All they've got to do is bat like Umar Akmal. 132 runs in the last 10 overs, the second 10 overs, if you like. Now, Kevon Cooper, tall and can bowl quite fast.
Just that nip away. They need a wicket. It's just getting a little tight. And Nawaz on 32 of just 24. That was a good start from Kevin Cooper, getting the ball to nip away from the left-hander. The Quetta Gladiators need a wicket. And you want to see sixes? Buy tickets online. Hashtag HBL PSL.
Kayazunga.ae/PSL. Kayazunga, I think Sarfraz says that when he talks behind the stumps. Or when he's batting.
2 dot balls, so a good start from Cooper. And with any required rate, jumps up. 11.3 now. Tickets are on sale everywhere. AJ Sports, Tandoori Junction, TCS, Karachi Darbar, all in the UAE, Delhi Nehari, Sindh, Punjab, everywhere. So you can't miss out. Tries to hit this down the ground. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they make it. The running has been brilliant. But Cooper, his first 3 balls, has just conceded 2. And once you don't get a boundary here on end, the run rate just goes skyrockets.
That was Dwayne Bravo at long off. He picked up and threw the one movement. Yeah, not sure what he was wanting there. Kevin Cooper did everything. Oh, nicely played. He's threaded it through that gap, backward of square.
Boundary for Nawaz, brings up to 100. Just past point, and Nawaz needed that in this over, and he's made a little bit of room, but he's angled it just past point.
Just a little bit of width and a full length on offer from Kevon Cooper. The thing is with Kevon Cooper, he's so tall. He's not bowling anything like the pace I saw him bowling about 2 years ago, but he's cut down on his pace. His accuracy is good.
Try something fancy. Short fine leg was up and tried the ram shot.
Okay, now Baz, where is Sarfraz going to go here? He danced all over the stumps. What he showed his 3 stumps to the spinner. What's he going to show to Kevon Cooper? I love watching this guy. Something happens, anything he does.
He's very good square of the wicket, and third man and point is up, so you might see him try and glide it there. Likes the sweep shot. Now mid wicket comes in, so the boundary options are third man and just over mid wicket. Goes over mid wicket and does it well. Fantastic hitting. 2 bounces into the fence. Oh, hoy, 4 to end the 12th over. 108 for 3. So 87 now required on last 8. Gladiators doing this well.
Yeah, the thing is, they're well ahead. They're well ahead of Lahore at this stage. Lahore were 86 for 1. But then, as you well know, Umar Akmal found this extra gear. Pepsi, Catchacraw, all those guys are in line to possibly catch a 6 in the stands. They'll have a share of $100,000 from Pepsi. So this man at the moment, I mean, he's stolen the night with the most scintillating stroke play we've seen in this HBL PSL. Brilliant innings from Umar Akmal.
But Alan, it's all on. Quetta Gladiators have kept up with the rate.
Yeah, they have, and 71 from 38 is a good strike rate, the partnership.
Good bowling, full length, but they'll come back for 2 again. The running has been exceptional. Whenever a hit to the boundary, they get a couple of runs, so just keep that within striking range.
Mohammad Nawaz sensing that Zoeb is going to spear the ball into his feet, and he was already backing away to give himself room. Look at this, watch him go. And all that Nawaz is doing is enhancing his reputation here.
It was nice bowling, that straight and quick. But they still get a single. These doubles that they are getting means that even if they don't get a boundary, they sort of tend to keep up with the scoring rate. Nawaz batted exceptionally well. He's bowled brilliantly this tour. And Sarfraz, he's played a few unorthodox shots and he has his own way of playing.
He's just all over the shop. But when you're a bowler in this scenario, you mustn't watch his feet. Well, you've got to take them into account, of course, but you've got to do what you have to do. Don't watch his feet.
Bit of high play, he stops. Sarfraz stops as well, so Zoeb knows that Sarfraz going to try something different. Just checking, letting him know that he's watching you. Oh, stumping chance and well bowled. Well done, Zoeb. Look at that for a celebration. Big wicket. Full and outside off. Sarfraz misses. A good stumping this time by Rizwan. And as that the wicket that wins Qalandar the game. A huge wicket. Sarfraz out. Stumped Rizwan. Bowled Zoeb for 31 of just 19. 4th wicket down at Nelson.
Fast bowler likes hitting the stumps. A slow bowler likes beating the bat. Beautifully bowled. Drew him out of the crease. Bowled it wide, and Sarfraz is out in deep water. Look at those eyeballs.
Zoeb has done well. Clever bowler he is. Nabi walks out with a job to do. He's going to face Zoeb Khan, who's produced quite a clever delivery.
Classy piece of bowling this. He knew that Sarfraz was going to get after him, and it's just a delightful feeling for a slow bowler to beat a charging batsman. You wouldn't like to meet him in a dark alley, would you? You'd run the other way. And a wicket falls at Nelson. 1-1-1. Guess what my house number is? You won't believe it for a cricketer. It's 1-1-1. Tried to change it.
Lots of wickets in the backyard then. Nabi just glides that one for a single. But it's now all up to Nawaz, because Nabi will take a little bit of time He has to go some, Nawaz.
You know, fast bowlers love clattering the stumps and they love smashing off stump out of the ground. A slow bowler loves drawing a top batsman out of his crease, and just through guile and a little bit of thinking, a little bit of psychology and maybe kidology, he goes past the bat. And for the spinner, that's equivalent of the fast bowler smashing the stumps. Lovely to see.
Just goes down the leg side, maybe thinking that Nawaz will make room because he's done that a few times. And Nawaz thinks he's missed out. Short fine leg in the circle. A little bit of a bat and would have been a boundary. Zohaib is trying to just bowl full and straight. Again, full and straight, so this is good bowling. No 2 on this time. Zohaib doing a fantastic job. Got rid of Sarfraz, and this is a good over.
What number's he batting?
Just a single, so an exceptionally good over from Zohaib. The wicket of Sarfraz, 115 for 4 after 13. So the Worms are meeting up. That last over was a good one for the Qalandars. Gladiators just starting to dip underneath, and this is where Omar Akmal was on his own. And now it's Ajanta Mendes. Need a wicket from him.
80 required in 7 overs. 80 and 7.
Short, and he's missed out. There's width on offer. He did hit it well, but goes straight to the man. So 1 off the first ball.
Well, there's one thing assured for tonight. The ground staff have done a superb job on this pitch. They were able to give it a sprinkling of water, and they were able just to tend to it because there was only the one match tonight, and treat it and spruce it up to give us more runs, and it's a shade quicker.
Good bowling. Nawaz trying to hit him deep over mid-wicket, but you have to pick Mendes first. He's got a couple of tricks up his sleeve. And I don't think Nawaz really picked which way it's spinning.
Kept a bit low as well from Ajanta Mendes.
There you go. Nawaz just swinging away. I think he's very difficult to pick, and I suspect that Nawaz didn't pick that one either.
Just shaved the leg stump. This has just missed it by a coat of paint.
Another good delivery, so just another single. First 4 balls and just 3 runs. So just needs to finish this over off well. Run rate goes over 12. Any over without a boundary just makes it so tough. And this man turning it both ways. Yeah, he wasn't picking him. Ajanta Mendes gets his man. He's a difficult customer. Unorthodox finger spinner. Nawaz played a little gem, but he has to depart. Stumped Rizwan. Scored a good 42 off just 34. Gladiators now 5 down for 118.
He's done it to many, many batsmen across the world. He's just deceived them, bamboozled them. Out she goes, Nawaz, and miles at sea. Mendes has got a full box of tricks.
Elton Chikumbura, he walks out with his side requiring 12s. Janta Mendes pulls that terrific carom ball.
Yes, it's just a slight deviation. He's not a big turner of the ball, but he's got a full Pandora's box of tricks.
Well, it's been a terrific over, just singles, 4 of them, and a wicket. 119 for 5. .76 needed. The last 36 balls will need some massive power hitting for Quetta Gladiators to get over the line. So 14 overs gone, 119 for 5. Left arm spinner Gohar continues. Little chip gets him a single, but boundaries are required. Required run rate 12.86.
Well, Chikumbura is going to have to play the innings of his life here, or maybe Mohammad Nabi. 75 required from 35 balls. Those last 10 overs from Lahore were just amazing hitting from Umar Akmal.
Down the track, hits it through cover, but it'll just be 2. I don't think Lahore Qalandars will mind that. Any over going without a boundary is fine for them. But the crowd will be hoping for 6s and a chance to catch a crore. They haven't done too well today. They've dropped a few. Umar Akmal gave them a lot of opportunities. And here's one. Opportunity to catch, and well done. Umar Akmal it is. He doesn't drop many. Floated up by Zafar Gohar. And Nabi Oblige is just hitting him straight back down the ground, where Umar Akmal does the rest. And Gladiators now really struggling. Nabi goes for 6. It's 122 for 6.
Well, he had to go for it, had to go for something. You see the left arm ball, the left arm spinner tossing it up. Umar Akmal may as well give him the man of the match award right now.
Akbar Rahman comes to the crease with the Quetta Gladiators just on a downward slide. Couple of wickets, run rate rising, and the spinners not giving anything. Just seems as if the wind out of the sails has gone. Nabi departs.
Yeah, Nabi, he knew he hadn't quite got hold of this, and Umar Akmal, there's nothing he can do wrong tonight, even with the pink fingers.
Yeah, just a little bit of control for Lahore Qalandars, and it's all down to him. Brilliant innings and a very comfortable catch. Quiet rate now touching 14. Chigumbura and Akbar Rahman really just have to clear the fence every other ball. Just a single, so another good over for the Qalandars. 15 gone, 124 for 6.
It's quiet times in there. Just having a look as the game meanders along. 71 and 30. It's going to be a tough ask. .71 in 30, as it says there. 124 for 6. You're really up against it. Two new batters in play here. Jonathan Mendes, he's not easy to get away. It's all about pride now, when the rate's at 14.5. And the fun that goes along with having the GoPro hanging around you, trying to work it properly. You ever used one of those, Tom?
No, I can't say I have. Certainly seen them in action. They're a great addition, aren't they? People attach them to all sorts of things. The thing that really intrigues me is the spider cam in sport, and we have it obviously in cricket. We've got it here. Out, got him. Mendes has got another wicket.
Well, the last rites being administered here. Just a slow walk from Akbar Chikabura, gone for 3, 125 for 7.
Just looking to lift it over cover. It's getting a thick edge. And Nazar taking quite a simple catch at point. Mendes strikes, gets his second.
So the new man, Anwar Ali, joins us. He's got work to do as Ali. Going to play an innings of 10 lifetimes. I don't think it's going to happen. Pick up the 2. It's poor fielding.
He's out there because Mendes has struck with his finger spin. Chigumbura looking to lift that over the offside and only just getting that thick outside edge. Nicely played off the back foot. Anwar.
Yeah, Tommy, we're talking about that GoPro. Wouldn't it be nice to see a GoPro on the keeper? Keeper's mind, keeper's head, above on his helmet. Be interesting. He's the owner of Lahore, so he'd be a real happy man tonight.
He will be, and it's a very much needed win. I know they're not quite over the line yet, but I think we can safely say they're in a reasonably comfortable position with nearly 16 and over required.
Well, if they lose it from here, fire the lot. Outside edge, in the air, gone again. Another one taken. And Zafagar takes the catch. A little left-handed, he's a left-arm bowler, so it's quite easy. And Mendes gets another one. And out he goes. Tried hard, Anwali, gone for 3 off 3, 129 for 8. So 66 runs needed in 24 balls. The fast bowler, Umar Gul, he went the distance earlier on.
He certainly did. Copped a bit of tap from Umar Akmal, and he's out there because Ajantha Mendes has struck again. A nice catch there by Goha. Running away to his left, plucking it out of the night sky.
And I think that's gone. Oh, it's a wide. Surely they're going to refer it.
Yeah, I think we're having a look upstairs. Square leg umpire has signalled to the third umpire that he needs to have another look at it. It's a very, very wide delivery.
Yep, it's the cool and cool decision pending, and a cool and cool decision says, yeah, that's legal.
Oh, is his bat in the air? That's the question. What are you thinking at home? Is his bat in the air? And I'll tell you what, my guess it is.
Yep, he's gone. For Lahore, that's another cool and cool decision. That should be gone. Well, you never know. Let's have a look. You see, he got his bat down, then lifted up again, didn't he, Tom?
Yeah, the umpires go at the point the stumps are alight, not when the bail's removed. It's just when the stumps are alight is when they make the decision. Sure, you can slide something between the bat and the wicket as the lights on the stumps light up. There you go.
Who'd want to be a television umpire? Well, it seems like the third umpire wants to have a good look again for the 10th time. And in our opinion, there goes the bat down now. So let's see what he's saying.
Well, cool and cool, you're out. So a good bit of keeping work. He had to fetch that from a long way wide of off stump. He manages to get it back onto the stumps. It's 129 for 9.
So 130.